Hi and Assalamualaikum. Today, our group will presenting about determinant of direct financial composition. Now, let we starting.
Then I will present about direct financial composition, which is there is 4 contents. First is the employee, second is the organization, third is the job, and the last is the labor market. For the employee, there is 8 contents, which is job performance, skills, competencies, experiences, organization membership, potential political influence, and the last is luck. Next is the organization, which is there are 3 contents: compensation policies, organizational level, and the last is ability to pay. And third is the job analysis, job description, and last is job evaluation. For the last part is the labor market, which is there are 6 contents: compensation survey, expediency, cost of living, labor onions, economy, and last is legislation.
Okay, I will be presenting about organization as a determinant of direct financial compensation. The definition is, managers tend to view financial compensation as both an expense and an asset. It is an expense in the sense that it reflects the cost of labor. The first is compensation policies. It provides generous guidelines for making compensation decisions. Employees may perceive their firm's compensation policies as being fair and unbiased, or others may have different opinions. An organization often establishes compensation policies that determine whether it will be a pay leader, which is an organization that pays higher wages and salaries than competing firms. Using this strategy, the firms can attract high quality and productive employees. Next is pay follower, which is companies that choose to pay below the market rate because of poor financial condition, or a belief that they do not require highly capable employees are pay followers. And the last one is market rate, which is the average pay that the most employers provide for a similar job in a particular area or industry. Okay, next we go to the organizational level. It's in which compensation decisions are made can also have an impact on pay. Upper management often makes this decision to ensure consistency. However, in some cases, there may be advantages to making pay decisions at lower levels, where better information may exist regarding employee performance. And the last one is ability to pay. There is logic for using cost of living as a pay determinant. When prices rise over and pay does not, pay is actually lower. A pay increase must be roughly equivalent to the increase of living if a person is to maintain a previous level of real wages.
So I would like to talk about labor market as a determinant of direct financial compensation. It is a potential employees located within the geographic areas from which employees are recruited constitute the labor market. Labor market for some job extend far beyond the location of a firm's operation. First one is compensation survey, obtaining data regarding what other firms are paying for specific jobs or specific classes within a given labor market. Other than that, large organizations routinely conduct compensation survey that typically provide the low, average, and high salaries for a given position. Secondly is cost of living. There is a logic for using cost of living as a pay determinant. When the price rises over time and pay does not, real pay is actually lowered. A pay increase must be roughly equivalent increased cost of living if a person is to maintain a previous level of real wages. The third one is the economy. The economy definitely affects financial compensation decision. For example, a depressed, which is a low economy, generally increase the labor supplies and a booming economy. The next one is expediency. Managers in highly technical and specialized areas occasionally need to use non-traditional means to determine what constitute competitive compensation for scarce talents and niche positions. Besides that, expediency also need real-time information. Lastly is labor union. Mandatory collective bargaining between managements and union are on wages, hours, and other terms and conditions of employment. That's all from me, and I would like to pass to Charlene. Bye.
Thank you, Farah. So I will continue with a job as a determinant of direct financial compensation. Job as determinant of direct financial compensation is the individual employee and market forces are most prominent as wage criteria. These organizations pay for the value they attach to certain duties, responsibilities, and other job-related factors such as a working condition. Job as determination of direct financial compensation divided into three. So which is job analysis, job evaluation, and job description. At this point, for job analysis is the systematic approach to determine the skill and knowledge needed to perform the job. Next, the value of the job normally depends on how you analyzing the job. Besides that, the higher the skill and knowledge needed to perform to the job, the higher value the job will be, or vice versa. The next point of job evaluation is the process that determines the relative of one job in relation to another. So next, the basic purpose of job evaluation is to eliminate internal power inequities and then to develop a hierarchy of a job value for creating a pay structure. Lastly, it can be done through ranking methods, qualification, factor, comparison, and point methods. So lastly, the point of job description is a written document that describes of job duties or function and responsibilities which serve as different purposes, including data for evaluating jobs. So the next point, I will pass to Izzatul Najwa.
Thank you, Charlene. Next, I will proceed about employee as a determinant of direct financial compensation. In addition, the labor market and the job factors are related to the employee, also essential in determining an individual compensation. There are many factors in this case. Firstly, a performance-based pay. It's how well one performs the job, include a merit pay, merit bonus, and incentive pay. Next is skill-based pay. It is system that compensates employees for their job-related skill and knowledge, not for their job title. Next is competency-based pay. It is compensation plan that rate employees for the capabilities they attain. Next is seniority. Length of the time an employee has been associated with the company, division, department, or job. Next is experience. Regardless of the nature of the task, experience has the potential of enhancing a person's ability to perform. Next is organization membership. Receive some compensation components without regard to particular job they perform or their level of productivity. They are received because they are members of the organization. Next is punctual. It is useless if it is never realized. Many young employees are paid well because they have a potential to add a future value, used to attract talented young people to the firm. Other than that is political influence. Firms should obviously try not to permit political influence to be a factor. Next, to deny its sentence will be unrealistic. Natural for a manager to favor a friend or relative in granting a pay increase or promotion. Lastly is luck. Have to be in the right place and the right time. Opportunities are constantly presenting themselves. Luck work primarily for the efficient. Thank you.